We cannot lend money to somebody that doesn't need money. So step number one is we got to find somebody who needs money. Well, who needs money? What we're discussing here tonight, you guys, is a pretty simple process. It is not by any means rocket science. It's really quite simple. However, with each step of simplicity, there are some things that you need to be aware of and some things that you need to make sure that you are doing, okay? Now, because we're in the funding and the money business, we cannot lend money to somebody that doesn't need money. So step number one is we got to find somebody who needs money. Well, who needs money? Well, any real estate agent that's working with a client that can't close a loan or they can't close a deal, or they can't sell a house because their client can't get the funding, or in many respects, the property is in such disrepair that it won't qualify for traditional and conventional funding, so they have to use a private money lender. And that's where you come in, because we are a private money lender. Now, again, as markets are retreating, I think it was Warren Buffett who said, when the tide goes out, you discover who's been swimming in the nude. Wise words. And this is what's happening right now in this market. As the tides of profit and the tides of easy money and the tides of low interest rates are retreating, we're discovering all these people who paid too much for property, bought apartment buildings with adjustable rate mortgages 3 and 4 years ago. Those loans are now adjusting, and they're going from 3% interest rates to 7.5% and 8% interest, and suddenly those projects don't cash flow anymore. Those are going to be going into foreclosure. I mentioned the investors earlier who over-rehabbed, took the property to market later than they should. They missed the window of opportunity. Now they owe more than it's worth. All of these people are going to have to offload these assets. To you and I, the investors who understand the opportunities within the carnage, there's going to be a huge opportunity to buy these properties at a steep, steep discount. But to be able to do that, you're going to need cash. And that cash is going to come from private money lenders like me, okay? Now, the opportunity that we're talking about here does not require you to have any cash. I don't need you to have any money. I'm not soliciting home equity lines of credit or 401ks. All I need you to have is a phone number, a cell phone, and an email address. That's it, okay? Some way through which the prospective borrowers can get a hold of you. That's all you got to have, okay? Once you've identified these people, and I will show you numerous ways that you can easily obtain these interested borrowers. Once you find them and they say, hey, I could use some money, you're going to send them some documents, okay? And I will provide you with all the documents that they need. You simply send them the documents. They fill them out, okay? And then you send them to us. Now, bullet number 3 here where it says find the lender. I don't teach you guys how to broker loans to me. I teach you how to broker loans, period, so that you can take them out to any lender you want. If you are a lender and you would like to self-fund the deal, great, do that. But please run it through my company. Please let us look at your underwriting. Please let us help you put the right documents together so that you close the deal correctly. I can't tell you guys how many deals I have had to pass up on because the person who originated the note didn't do it right. They didn't use the right documents. They didn't collect the right due diligence items. They got nothing. And now they got paper that's worth less than zero. So we want to avoid that. So regardless of who you're going to take it to as a lender, just know that we will beat any competitor's price. So if you take a deal to another lender and they quote you something different than what I quoted you, I will beat their price, okay? Just bring me their LOI, I will beat it. I will not lose a deal because somebody's charging 0.5 point less in underwriting or loan origination fees, or somebody's quoting 0.5% lower on interest rate. You bring that deal to me, I'll beat it, okay? I want the business. But I will teach you how to bring it to any other lender so that you can get better pricing. Because ultimately, you guys, your job as a broker is to get the best deal you possibly can for your borrower. You represent them, not me. You don't represent the lender, you represent the borrower. Your job is to get them the best terms with the lowest amount of down payment out of pocket, the lowest amount of loan origination, the lowest rate you can get them. That's your job as their broker, okay? Now, once we've done all that, we're then going to close the loan, and we will provide an easy walkthrough system that guides you each step of the way. So everything in the closing and settlement process tied to getting this deal funded, we will do that internally. You don't need to do anything, okay? Find the borrower, get the documents, send it to us. We'll do everything else, okay? Now, that brings us to step 5, everybody's favorite step, and this is where we will add whatever your fee is. If you're quoting 1%, 2%, 3% in loan origination, whatever you've decided is good for you and for your borrower, we will add that to the loan docs and you will get paid at closing.